How's it going? All right. I got a YouTube channel. You mind if I record? I got just a couple of questions about my truck.
I'd rather not be on YouTube.
Okay, all right. No problem. It'll help your business. No, all right. I tell you what, I can just record the audio.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. My 2014 truck. Can you put an auto start?
Yes.
All right, how much?
Typically they run about $550.
Okay, installed.
Installed, that's if you got a factory keyless entry, we can tie into that remote and you do 3 times lock and it cranks up.
All right,
So,
all right.
You add $100 if you need to add other remotes to it, but if you got a factory keyless fob, then we integrate that and it works fine.
But I have to have another fob because it doesn't have the, let me show you.
No, you just hit lock 3 times.
Okay.
You don't have to have a start button on it.
Gotcha.
3-time lock.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. When could we do it?
I stay about 2 weeks backed up, so
You have to make an appointment?
Probably. Yes, sir.
All right. Is there a down payment?
No, but I could get you in 24th of the month. Guess that's a little more than, it's actually 3 weeks, but yeah.
All right, go ahead.
24th or any time after that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Roselle Simpson. You need my name and
Yes, sir. Let me set up again.
All right.
What was the first name?
Roselle, Rosel.
S-E-L, okay.
Simpson, Simpson.
How about a phone number?
All right, 337.
Note start on, what was the year? 14?
2014 Chevy Silverado.
And you want to come at 9 in the morning work for you?
Sounds like a winner.
On that day, it'll probably take about 2.5 hours. I'll put you till noon.
I'll get somebody to come pick me up probably, or I'll bring my bicycle and do some riding. Now, what day is that again?
That's the 24th. That's on a
Tuesday.
And you're going to get a text message here in just a minute.
Oh, okay, all right.
You'll get a text message today. You'll get a reminder on the 23rd.
Nice. All right, one other question.
All right.
Are you familiar with a DC to DC charger? It charges, it goes from your battery, and I have another battery in the back because I camp out of my truck, and I need, it takes the extra power that go from your alternator once your battery is charged, primary battery is charged.
Oh, isolator, they call that. Yes.
Yeah. But this one, like, my back battery is lithium. So it had to be a special type, right? So, I don't know, but you never installed?
I've installed almost anything you could imagine. Not me personally, but our shop.
Right.
So, so you're not wanting to charge that off of the alternator because it's lithium.
But that DC to DC charger, they make them where they are specifically from a regular alternator to charge up that lithium battery. The lithium battery's in the back. So we have to run wiring all the way here.
I got you.
But you can figure it out?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Okay, all right.
No doubt, yeah.
I tell you what, when we come in to do the remote start, you and I can discuss that, and then we can schedule something maybe for in the future for that DC to DC charger.
I like it. Yeah, that'll work.
My brother.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
I'll see you.
I'll see you then. I'll do a little research in between now and then.
Do that.
Way,
There's all kind of videos and stuff.
My lead tech, he's at lunch right now.
Okay.
He's more familiar with how those lithiums work than myself.
All right. All right, brother.
Have a good one.
All right. My 2014 Silverado. I pulled about a 6,000-pound RV. It sags just a little bit. What can we do to help the sag?
But there's three different options. So number one is airbags.
Okay.
And they work 2 different ways. Either a manual setup, or you have to supply the air yourself.
Okay.
Or buy the one with the compressor.
Okay.
Push the button, air it up and down.
I bet the cost is way different on those two.
It's pretty good. And then the next step would be an overload spring. So they make a spring that goes on top of your leaf pack.
And it's turned the opposite way?
No, it still goes up.
Okay.
It's just it has some shackles on the end.
Okay.
So it just keeps the truck from sagging.
Okay.
Doesn't affect ride very much. A little bit, not much.
Okay.
When you're empty.
All right.
The next thing would be oversized bump stock. So they've got a company called Timbren.
Okay.
Timbren makes like a big rubber bump stop. It just keeps the truck from sagging.
Okay.
Problem is with them is the ride quality.
Oh, so, it hurts the ride quality?
Yeah,
big time.
Even when you're empty. When you're empty, you know that something's back there.
So it's going to ride like my Jeep?
It's going to be a rough ride.
Yeah, my Jeep runs right. Y'all hooked me up with my Jeep. Y'all put the rims on, everything years ago. Okay. You know the freaking tires, those, what they, Toyos? Mm-hmm. Y'all put those things on there 6 years ago when I bought the Jeep. Oh, those things are still rolling.
Still good. It's a good tire.
You ain't never lie. So
the airbags is probably the better option. Of course, it's not the cheapest option. So just airbags alone by themselves, no compressor, I could do them $699. If you want to add the compressor kit, depending on what level you want to go, somewhere between the $500 to $800 range for the compressor.
So we'd be looking at maybe 16, 17.
$1,600. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. If we put the compressor on, can you use the compressor to air up the tires or whatever, or is it just dedicated to?
They make a system that will do that. It has a tank. It's just going to be more expensive. So they do make a system that will do all of it. It's just if you're going to air up tires, you're going to have to put a tank and a bigger compressor.
Oh, gotcha.
The ones that strictly do airbags, you push the button, and airs the bags up. There's no holding tank.
Gotcha.
So if you want something that has enough PSI, I guess, or volume to do tires, you're going to have to install a tank. Okay. So those systems are around $1,000 plus the airbags.
So that's out of the question. So I'm probably going to wind up maybe going with the airbags because you said the leaf spring.
Bags, and then you can always add the compressor later. You don't have to do them together. So airbags, you air them up yourself, either at your house, shop, or you can go buy a little portable compressor like at Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
A little 12-volt compressor.
Yeah.
It's just a convenience thing. Is all it is.
Where
so every time you disconnect the trailer, you're going to want to let the air out the bags.
Where's your nozzle?
We put them on the back bumper by the license plate, so they're really easy to get.
So one on each side by its airbag.
Independently, or we can tee them together. Either way. So some guys like them independent, some guys like them together.
Okay, one other question.
Sure.
Okay, say I'm not pulling the RV and I'm camping and I'm off level a little bit.
You can use the airbags to level, absolutely.
So it would be better to do them independently.
Sure. You could put a little more on one side. It won't hurt nothing at all. Nope. It don't cost any more money. Same cost. It's just how you want it wired.
Okay,
some guys like it together sometimes.
Right. I think in my situation, since I camp out the truck sometimes, it'd be best to do it individually. Sure. Okay, so if I say let's do it, how long?
It takes about 3 to 4 hours to install it.
Okay.
Right now, maybe toward the end of the week we could do it, or next week, either one.
Okay. What's my down payment?
Today it would just be $100. So $100 get you going. You just pay the difference when you finish.
All right. Let me come back. I just got old boy down the road to do automatic start.
Okay, good.
And so let me get that out the way. I got the wife out there. She's like, okay, you spent a lot of money on that truck. So let me do that.
Well, them airbags pulling a trailer, it's gonna feel better.
Really?
I'm not trying to sell it to you.
No, I'm coming.
I mean, that thing's just struggling. Them airbags are gonna really help it out a lot.
Yeah, well, y'all did my Jeep, and I tell everybody, come out here to y'all,
yes,
and y'all took good care of me. So
the way the truck handles with that trailer with the airbags, it's gonna feel better.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right. Now on the Jeep, is there anything we can do to improve the ride? Cause she's starting to drive it, and she hates it.
Well, man, I know you're bragging about the Toyota tires. They're a great product, great tire. But man, for 6 years old, they're probably getting dried up.
Okay.
They're probably losing all their elasticity, rubber. So
that's not helping.
Changing the tires probably make it ride better.
Okay.
If you still got good tread on them, I know they look good. But if you start seeing a lot of little cracks in between them, they're dried up. So
what kind of tire? I mean, another Toyota, just newer, fresher?
Tires are usually good for 4 to 5 years before they start losing their rubber.
All right.
So I don't know if that's in the budget. New tires. Unless the shocks or something's bad, without seeing it, I don't know. But you could definitely bring it by them.
Well, once we do the truck, I'll bring the Jeep out here and we can start kind of.
Okay.
But I can twist it off road. Boom. All right. He will. I'm looking for a good tire salesman. I don't know. Can you direct me to somebody? What's up? Oh, me and Mom was just riding around. I was just wondering when can I get the RV maybe in the next week or so. I spent a lot of money today.
Did you?
What?
You spending on my hair?
Yes, yes. If I can time it right, I must bow down to the nickel. If the doctor give me any notification, it's over. Now I'm getting the auto start on the truck, and then he gonna put airbags. Another guy gonna put off-road place gonna put airbags on the truck when we pull the RV. So then we're gonna get tires, and so I should be good.
This week? Next week?
Probably next week for the tire. Do you need to schedule me? Monday through Wednesday? All right. He told me I'm gonna need tires on the Jeep too. I got those Toyos and they 6 years old. And he's saying after that they probably dry rotted while the Jeep ride rough, but he said ride rougher than it should.
Friday, Saturday, so gotta be Monday through Thursday.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Nice meeting y'all.
Oh yeah, that's everybody.
Hello everybody.
Gunner, Travis, it's Pop.
All right.
Roselle PB.
All right, fam. So far, all the upgrades that we've done or that we're doing to the truck and the RV are upcoming here in the next couple of weeks. But I want to share one with y'all that I'm most proud of because it's DIY. I did it myself. Check it out, fam. Boom. If you've been around the channel for a while, you know in my truck, I had this, my bed was elevated in my truck. But that was no longer needed because I never ever used it in the truck. So it took me a couple of days to figure out the correct angle, fam. But I actually installed that elevated portion in our bed in the RV. That way, Lady Red, with her shoulder being injured, she could not lift this with this new mattress. And actually, I'm going to do a video on what to do before you install a new mattress in your RV because we weren't aware of the weight. So now she can access whatever she needs to without having to manually lift this thing. The other thing we're going to do, I'm thinking about doing, is actually cutting a door here as well. That way she'll have two modes of access. So if Fitzgerald is in the bed, she don't have to worry about, oh yeah, forgot about I put a motion activated light in there as well, fam. Oh, you gotta love it. Where's that thing at? Right there, fam. So that is a motion activated light. So we rigged this thing up and we did it. Hold on, fam, we did that all ourselves, fam. Yes, indeed. All right, let's go ahead and let that retract. Bye-bye. Fam, I am so proud of that. I actually would have put it one on the bed so we could lift the front. But if you know anything about RVs, that's actually our upfront storage, and we don't have access to that part. I probably could make it work by putting a 3/4 inch piece of plywood across the front, but that's for a later date. All right, fam, one other upgrade, maybe two, that we're going to talk about, and then we're going to bring this video in for a landing. Oh, you know what? I'm walking out with the remote, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. I want to walk around with the remote in my pocket at all times. All right, boom. All right, I still have to replace this fender. One other upgrade we're gonna do on the truck. When I bought the topper, I opted not to put cargo rails up top. I'd already paid like $3,500 for the topper. So we decided not to put rails up top. I'm second guessing that now, and I think we're gonna go ahead and have the rails installed, and those rails are $700. So we're spending a lot of money here in the next couple of months, and in a future video I'll tell y'all why I'm doing some of this, at least what the plan was. It may change, but there's a good reason I'm doing all this. And last but not least, fam, this radio has a screen malfunction in it where the screen is starting to burn. As y'all can see that right there. So I believe that's going to spread. So I don't care for Apple, but in this vehicle, I think they have an Android aftermarket with the large screen, navigation, the whole 9 yards. So later on this year, what is this thing doing? I keep hearing something. So later on this year, we're planning on putting in a new radio with the wide screen and the whole 9 yards. And that'll do it for all the money I have and all the upgrades, fam. Fam, I know this is not fishing content, but I was just telling Lady Red, we kind of shifted into fishing, 2 years ago, because that was bringing me more views, more subscribers. But I still have a passion for fishing. I have a passion for creating and just sharing some of our day-to-day life, that part that's shareable. We don't want to get into any nitty-gritty, but there's a lot of things that we do. Me and Lady Red have set ourselves up to have fun. I'll be 63 in April. Who knows how much longer I have here on planet Earth. So I want to spend my last 10, 15, 20 years with a bang. So I want to share that with y'all. I want to share how to have fun. Me and Lady Red had regular jobs. We didn't make a whole bunch of money, but we saved more than we spent. And I want to share some of that with the audience on how you can live this lifestyle too. To some of y'all, it's not a big deal. To some people, it may seem a little bit glamorous, but nothing I have is expensive. This truck that I'm sitting in, I paid $11,500 from a neighbor. My Jeep, I bought it used. Now I paid $30,000 for it back in 2018, I believe it was. But that thing's gonna rock with me for another 10 years. The RV, we paid $30,000 for the RV, but we only paid $330 a month for that thing. So we're gonna rock with that for it until it falls apart. So I just wanna share some of that stuff with y'all. So this year, we're gonna do our fishing, and we're gonna do the things that this channel is known for, but we wanna get back to some of the cooking and some of the RVing and just some of sharing some of the day-to-day life of a 36-year, actually this July be 37-year married couple who met in the military and got married back in 1989. Have been rocking strong ever since. So family, if y'all enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. And if you love what we're doing here at Roselle Simpson TV, consider becoming a subscriber. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you notified every time we drop one of these awesome videos. It's your boy Rosie. Peace.